what's going on? Hope you guys can hear me. I've been tinkering a little bit with some of the settings, but we're back. We are live. For those tuning in right now for the first time, my name is Ernest Khan. I am a sneaker reviewer as well as a clothing fanatic. So really excited to jump into today, lovely Sunday. I guess today's episode. So for today's episode, we are. Christian says when I blow up, he wants to say he was a day one. Hey, 100%, man. No, I definitely take that to heart, and I greatly appreciate the fact that you're always the first one in the building. To me, that's like mod status, man. So I greatly appreciate you always tuning in and always being one of the first in the building. I am gonna be reviewing these New Balances today. A New Balance collaboration with Stone Island. They released, I would say, about 2 weeks ago. I would have reviewed it sooner, but there's other releases and other things that are happening this week, so I'm definitely excited to be able to cover them today. So let me go ahead and just share my screen. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got MurderBX. What's up, MurderBX? Hope you're doing well. Happy to have everybody, I guess, slowly trickling in the building. But in today's video, I'm excited to show you, well, one of these. So the main topic of discussion today, we're going to be talking about the New Balance collaboration with Stone Island. Now, this is the second version, okay? They did release one in the past that was, I would say, a little bit more on the plain side. Let me go ahead and actually bring it up on StockX. So this is the one I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today, but I believe there was a version 1. So let's go ahead and just see, because these, honestly, I think 2 days ago or 3 days ago when I looked these up on StockX, they didn't even have them on StockX, at least the one I'm showing you. So this was the first iteration, if my internet ever decides to work on me. Yeah, so this is the first iteration, and if you take a good look at it, this is just a little bit more on the plain side. I don't know. To me, out of all the colors, the one I'm going to be showing you guys today is definitely probably the best one, I think, because it's the only one that actually sold out on the Stone Island site. So we go ahead and just take a quick gander at this, quick rotation. I mean, don't get me wrong; these are nice, but I just feel like in terms of the crackling effect, it doesn't look as good as these do. Typically when they do, typically when most companies do, colors, again, sometimes like the first time they didn't really hit it out of the park, and then the second time it's like, all right, let's mean business this time. But if you take a good look at both of them. I'm definitely a big fan of, obviously, what I'm about to show you, the red and gray. It just has a much better effect on it overall, at least I think. And then you can definitely see the Stone Island logo a lot better, okay? Now, these can be used for running. These can be used for gym, whatever you'd like, even just lounging about. I think overall they do look really, really good. So we'll dive into some of the materials and stuff on the initial sneaker. But I don't know, you guys let me know, like, which color are you a fan of out of these ones? Apparently, they're all V2s. That's what I'm seeing over here. I was under the impression this was a V1, but I guess not. This is a V2. I guess they just have 3 different colorways. This one released first, and then the other 2 came, I would say, about last month. So yeah, you guys let me know. Let me know your initial thoughts on some of this stuff. But if we scroll down over here, this is all on the Stone Island site, and then if we do take a good look at, we scroll down. Okay, well let's just go ahead and take a look at some of these materials, because I mean these guys on Stone Island. So for those that don't know, obviously Stone Island is a very, very popular European brand that is just like majority instant sellouts for a lot of the stuff, especially with the collaborations that they've had with Supreme in the past. So obviously Europeans are big fans of Stone Island. Anything that Stone Island that typically comes out. It gets eaten up by them. I would say in America, I think we're slowly, eventually, like getting excited about some of this stuff. But I feel like it's if you think about the fashion trends with Europe versus America, it's like Europe's always first, and then later on America follows. But yeah, I think there wasn't that much hype on these in the United States. And look, that's fine. At the end of the day, it's not going to be catered to everybody. But I mean, look at these product photos. This is insane. They really hit this one out of the park, I think, and I do think that these were slept on, and I like that's just my own honest opinion, and I'm basing it on some of the, some of the I guess the fact that there's still some that are in stock. So if we go ahead and open this up, click in this here, So on Stash, they actually do still happen to have a couple sizes. You guys can go ahead and purchase them now if you guys are interested in these. I know there's a lot of sneakers coming out this month, so maybe this isn't a top priority for a lot of people. And hey, that's fine. I mean, like $220 is a lot of money to spend on a sneaker, especially if you're just going to be using it for the gym. Typically gym shoes are beater shoes, right? And to be wearing something that looks this good in the gym, I don't know. It's not necessarily for everybody. So I completely get it. But I did want to let you guys know there are still some sizes. I was able to acquire my these are true to size as well. So I did acquire mine in a 9.5. They also do happen to have some. As you can see, there's more sizes available for the brown and green, which to me means this is a less popular colorway, right? But hey, at the end of the day, everybody's going to have their own opinion, their own taste. So I guess choose what you think is better. I don't know. You guys let me know which one you guys might be jiving with more. I know there weren't that many streamers covering this specific sneaker, but when I saw it, I was like, hey, this looks good, and I definitely want to be able to touch on that. So I'm going to be showing you guys this today. But yeah, overall, it's a very, very, very light sneaker. Like I got the box over here. So let me go ahead and just jump back here. So I do got the box. It comes in a Stone Island black box, and then it says Tokyo Design Studio, New Balance. And flip it around. My size 9.5. Bottom of the box. This looks something like that. All right. So before we dive into anything, just want to check who's with me, who's still in the house. Again, I know it's Sunday. I don't necessarily expect a lot of people on the stream. It's really like everybody's out there spending time with their family, having lunch, having brunch, having drinks. Completely understandable. I feel like this past week has been pretty hectic for a lot of people, just chasing after it, just getting business priorities in place for the month of July. But yeah, so with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into, wow, these product photos are really, really good. And if you look at this material here, it's so light because it's made of this like special type of foam. Let's scroll up here. So basically it says over here, the combination of heritage and so I can't even say the word, futuristic elements give the impression that contemporary shape of the FuelCell RC Li. Again, this is the first time I'm actually like acquiring a pair like this. I've never really had anything that, of this type of silhouette, so I'm very interested in it specifically. So it says, featuring both vivid performance, red knit upper, overlaid on the 574 iconic gray, high visibility for the what is it, the yellow and green. Okay, interesting. And then so to me, what made it known was, in terms of like the red being more popular, is if you go try to purchase these right now and you click into the red ones, they're just completely sold out on the Stone Island site. So to me, that's like, okay, this is definitely obviously the more popular one versus the fact that these are still available. So let's yeah, well, you guys get the point over here. Let's see what sizes they still have. So yeah, there's still a couple. Oh, actually, yeah. So they still have a couple sizes over here. But this is, that's typically how I tell if a sneaker is popular. Is it sold out, right? So for so I forgot I wasn't actually sharing my screen. But yeah, for this sneaker specifically, what's it doing on the resale market right now? Last sale was $220. So it's not necessarily doing. Hold on, give me 1 second here. Yeah, so it's not necessarily doing the best on the resale market, which is, at the end of the day, if that's completely fine. It's completely fine. It's just like, I think these sneakers are great, but I feel like it's an acquired taste for sure. It's definitely an acquired taste. Murder says, getting ready for dinner and having a drink but chilling. Hey man, that's awesome. Yeah, I think definitely it's important to, it's always Sunday that I try to remind myself, alongside anybody that starts to talk about work or the week. I'm just like, look, can we just chill for a while? Can we just be present, even just for like a moment in our freaking lives? It's like life is busy. We have a lot of things that we need to get done, but can we just chill while we have the time? You know what I mean? Like these things, guess what? All your worries, everything else, you're gonna have to face them eventually, right? So why don't we just be present and chill during this period of time? but I'm glad to have you guys in the building. So let's go ahead and take these sneakers out and let's go ahead and take a good peek. So here they are again, box. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. So it's interesting, if you see over here, it's got this like, it's embossed in a way. So this is actually, it's protruding a little bit, if anything. And this is what you get on the inside. It says Tokyo Design Studio, New Balance, and there are the sneakers. So it does come with some extra laces. Let's take the first one out. And wow, these are super, 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 super light. Like it almost feels like the foam. Like, well, number one, it doesn't even feel like I'm actually holding a sneaker in my hand. It's so freaking light that I could only imagine wearing these and running with them. It's like you probably feel like there's just nothing on your feet. But these are them. They're super clean. That's one side. I feel like, you know, it doesn't do it justice if I just show you one sneaker. I have to show you both. So this is them. You got the Stone Island, and then, you know, obviously the bottom's being covered, and then New Balance over there. But wow, I like these. These are super clean. So you got this like nice suede in the front here, which is covering the red knit. And I mean, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, look, like, I think the reason why these are, you know, fairly popular is because, you know, you have the branding on the freaking sneaker, and that's what a lot of people want these days, is like, look what I'm wearing. You know, I'm wearing something that's like expensive, or I'm wearing something that's well known. But that's them. And it does come with these extra laces over here. So it does come with two extra laces. One is kind of like more like a gray to match the gray, and then a red to match the red. But, you know, honestly, I think the laces that it does come with right now, it just goes very, very well with the initial New Balance and Stone Island logo. So I think they look good the way they are. I'm probably not going to be changing the laces unless these laces fail or give up on me, right? But yeah, I mean, honestly, these are super awesome. I really like these a lot. If you're contemplating picking these up, I'd say go for them, honestly. I mean, again, if you take a look at the price, it's $220, you know, and you're factoring maybe shipping or tax or whatever, so maybe, you know, anywhere from maybe $230, $235. But if you are looking for like just like overall good running shoe, again, I still need to test these out. I'm not like an avid runner. I used to probably like, I do running at the gym, but not necessarily like, I don't really like run around the city much. But do you like any of the other fuel cells? So I haven't actually taken, I mean, full transparency, Meredith, I haven't actually taken a good look at other, you know, fuel cells. This is my first. And, you know, it's interesting because it's like, well, what's going to lure people into the FuelCell line? A collaboration, you know. So yeah, this is them. I think they're super sick. The bottom says FutureCell. And then you have this like carbon fiber. And for those that don't know, carbon fiber is a very, very light material. And it's also a very, very strong material. I remember working with a lot of carbon fiber when I was in college. And then, because I did go to school for industrial design. And then in the front, you see it's almost like there's like this foam padding in the bottom with a very interesting design for traction. But yeah, I think these are awesome for like what? Trails, the gym, hiking, like, I don't know, hiking, running. And then in the front over here, you see the New Balance stamp. So that's pretty legit. Yeah, these are sick. I mean, again, I got these because these look sick. You know, I really love the craft pattern, as we do see on the initial main site. Where are we at? Yeah, there we go. So that's just all the shipping and stuff. Let's go back here. Yeah, I mean, overall, like, you guys tell me, is this something you guys would pick up, or do you feel like this month just has so many freaking drops that it's just kind of hard to it's hard to catch up, you know? I feel like, yeah, this month has definitely a lot. So, I mean, I am going to keep these. That's the plan. I think these are awesome. But I think it also really depends on how many additional releases I'm going to hit this month, right? Because I think for me that's also what helps me determine if I'm going to hang on to a pair of sneakers is like, well, did I hit on a rare sneaker, and then and then I'll go through my collection again and then figure out, okay, do I need to keep on do I need to hang on to these or not? But if I can, I'm definitely going to hang on to these because I think these are sick. And then on the inside, you have this Stone Island on that like cream insole. Yeah, these are clutch. They're awesome. So big thumbs up from me on these. So I just wanted to take some time to show these to you. Now it's not the most in-depth review because I just literally wanted to jump on live, kind of test my new intro out, and check who's online and who wanted to actually see these. This also does come with all Stone Island pieces, for those that don't know, always come with this official Stone Island little tag. Pretty neat. It's pretty neat. But yeah, that's all I really got for this specific sneaker specifically. No, they're really nice, and they're super light. I'm shocked. I was so shocked when I picked up the box. I was like they handed me the bag with the box. I was like, wow, are there even? Did you guys even give me the damn sneakers? But they were in there. They were in there. So yeah, I can see why they're still in stock, and these didn't necessarily fly off the shelves. Now I know in terms of resale, anybody that's going for these for resale, I would not recommend. I would really just go for these for the personal, and mainly because of the fact they're still sitting on some of these stores. You know what I mean? You still have some sizes here on Stashed. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that, and let's double check if there are any releases right now for any contests. I don't know if you guys were able to join some of these contests. Some people mentioned to me in my last live that they were having issues joining this. So I think there are a couple things. I don't believe you need to make a purchase to join the contest. You definitely do need to make a account. But I don't think it would be fair for them to be like, hey, you need to buy something to join the contest. That doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, they still got a couple of these contests that are, hold up, I'm not even like sharing my screen. Yeah, there are a couple contests on Stash right now, so I would definitely recommend joining if you haven't already. And all you need to do is really just make an account. That's all you should be doing. And then you click enter the drawing. It brings you to a page where you kind of have to do the little CAPTCHA because they don't want bots entering this stuff. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Yo, Meow Meow the Heels in house. Yo, what's good? So Meow Meow, we pretty much just kind of went through the motions on showing these. These are heat, man. These New Balance Stone Islands, these are fire. So honestly, if I'm gonna give a solid rating on these in terms of like 1 through 10, I'll probably give it a solid 8. Just in terms of construction, you've got this really nice soft backing, and that's a lot. You know, I'm sure when you're standing on these, again, I really should be doing an on foot with this, and I probably will be doing that soon. But they're so light, you know. They're so freaking light. Yeah, these are sick. These are super sick. So I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. That's like my honest opinion, mainly because I am a big fan of Stone Island. I know when Supreme launched their collaboration with Stone Island, I just kind of geeked out on a lot of the pieces, the hats, the camo pants, like all the stuff that they released. Like I'm just a fan, you know. I don't know if it's the European blood in me, but I definitely am a big fan of a lot of the stuff that a lot of the stuff they drop. Sometimes it's a hit or a miss with Supreme and Stone Island. Drop kicking like buttons. I hope. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay. Meow Meow gives he smashed that like button. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. And he also says, yeah, I like those. Yeah, no, these are sick. I mean, honestly, between these and the the brown and the green, I think if they did black and green, that would have probably hit a little better. Or you know what? Even like if they did the what is it? The gray with the green, that might have hit. But I don't know. For me, as of lately, I really like gray suede on sneakers. I think it looks so good, especially when you're it just reminds me of cement. You know what I mean? Just something that's tough, sturdy. So yeah. Definitely this piece over this because again, this sold out on the Stone Island side, but yeah. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. If you guys happen to have any questions around these sneakers, do I recommend picking them up? Yep, 8 out of 10. For me, anything 7 and up, highly recommend purchasing. Again, get these for the personal if you do want them for the personal. They do fit true to size, okay? I think there were some reviewers online saying that you should go half a size down if you want more of a snug fit, but I honestly think just going true to size is probably your best bet if you do. I keep what is this, squishing the bottom here, and it kind of feels like a marshmallow in a way. It's super soft and super light, and it literally feels like I'm holding air. That's what it feels like. Meow Meow says, gray with the slime green. Yeah, you're on to something. No, for sure, for sure. Well, since we're on this topic, I did actually, I did have another purchase that I did that I had recently. I do want to show it to everybody on the stream. So let me go ahead and bring it up. Okay. So it's a skateboard that released pretty recently, and they're reselling really well on the resale market. So I wanted to touch on that real quick. I'm just trying to figure out like the best site that I can kind of pull up that I can pull up. So give me 1 second over here. But I do wanna cover this because I think it's definitely worthwhile showing you guys this. Yeah, I'm just trying to find like the right initial site. Yeah. All right. I mean, I know we're talking about Snkrs, but I did want to touch on this skateboard that I purchased recently. So these were released very recently. It's called the Ladybug Phantom, and it's by Mark Gonzalez and Crooked. Okay. They're on the resale market right now. So retail value of this was about 150, 160, and then look at the resale value right now. It's like it's kind of going bananas like on the resale market. A lot of people are looking for these. So it's kind of like a longboard in a way. But I did want to show you. I was able to I guess I did join a contest over in Berkeley, and I was able to win. They had each shop got 2 boards. So I was able to hit on one of these, and I'll show it to you guys momentarily. It's kind of like a longboard. Yeah, okay, let me go ahead and give me 1 second here. Yeah, I ended up just putting it in like a Supreme bag because, you know, typically when I go to skate shops and I pick up typically when I go to skate shops, I always bring like my Supreme bag, and I bring the deck. So take a look at that. Isn't it crazy? So this is it. So they only made 500 of these. It's a special skateboard that Mark Gonzalez likes to ride, and it's really crazy. So let's go ahead and just take this freaking thing out. Again, I want you guys to know, like, my channel isn't all about sneakers. I also like to review skateboard stuff. So this is it. This is so crazy. So it kind of reminds me of Halloween in a way. You got this like spider web here. It says Ladybug Phantom Crooked, and it's got all the stars. Yeah, this thing is insane. Okay, so there you go. So this is the front of the board, and then it's got like this really nice green plies. And this is the one I wanted. I wanted the one with the green plies in the bottom. Each skateboard has, yeah, let's look at that. This is insane. As you see on the bottom, I got number 400. 400 out of 500. And you can pretty much grip this however you'd like. It's got a little crooked sticker up here. Yeah, this thing's crazy. So you guys let me know, what skateboard just coming in? Is that a longboard? Yeah, so this is, it's a skateboard, but it's longer than your regular skateboard, but I don't know if I'm going to classify this as a longboard. Yeah, I guess I would classify it as a longboard. So the top, I got, you know, you can't really choose what top you're going to get with these. So I bought this for $160, and on the resale market right now, as you see, they're going for 500, what 550, anywhere from 400 to 550. So I think it's personally, considering this is like, it's my birthday month, this is technically kind of like an early birthday present for me, for myself. I plan on riding this. I think this is such a crazy skateboard. I just need to get the right types of trucks and all the other stuff that I do plan. Where my go-to, also City Stars. Oh yeah, City Stars, man, Paul Rodriguez back in the day. It's like, yeah. So Meow Meow says, yeah, this board is insane. So I try to acquire more of these because I'm seeing how well they're doing on the aftermarket. You know, if I was able to acquire another one, I'd probably resell it because like what that's like $300 to $350 profit. You know what I mean? But considering there's only 500 of these, this is kind of a collector's item. You know, but like I mean, if you overall just like if you just look at the shape, just look at that. It's freaking so weird. And then if you look at like this. Yeah, it's just super. It's just such a weird board that people are, you know, it's not your standard skateboard. So people are gonna look at you and be like, "Whoa, what is that? Is that even a skateboard?" Especially with this like this top. But I plan on going crazy with this. I plan on like gripping this up, and then I want to do like polka dots, like spray paint polka dots all over it. Yeah, overall, this is such a clean. Yeah, so shout out to 501 Skate Shop in Berkeley for this. You guys are awesome. As you guys can see, the value of the board, $150 on the resale market for that moolah. So just wanted to touch on that. I want to see if I can share anything around this board that I've seen online. Yo, BG Kicks, I hope you're doing well, man. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I wasn't even sure if I was going live today, but I did want to cover these, and that's the main reason I went live to touch on these Stone Island New Balances. These are super clean, super light. It's kind of shocking on how light they are. It's almost kind of scary how light they are. But the construction in the knit, I mean, New Balance is really like the new wave. And I'm kind of shocked to say that because I think a long time ago, even before New Balance really blew up and remarketed themselves in this way, I was like, nah, like, I don't think they're gonna do well. That's what I thought. That's what I thought of New Balance about like 3 years ago. Like when when did Westgate join? Whenever Brandon Westgate joined New Balance, I was like, yeah, okay, you're having one of the best skateboarders join New Balance. I still don't think New Balance is gonna do well. And then now I'm buying New Balance. So it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of biting my lip. Just, you know, full transparency between you guys and myself is like, I didn't really have faith in New Balance to be the level that they are now, you know, and they're crushing the game, you know, with all the brands and everything. Yeah, but hey, shout out to everybody in the building. I know you guys probably already smashed that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Again, we are on that 2K sub chase, as you guys know, and we're on the 4,000 watch hours chase. All right, now it's going to take some time for us to get there, considering the fact that I'm not really anywhere near where I need to be, especially the fact we're already halfway through the year. But I'm gonna try, and I think I guess similar to what BG told me, it's like sometimes you just need one video to just blow up. You know what I mean? So I think it really comes down to just me being consistent, showing up for you guys, and you know, showing you guys hyped items, stuff that I'm excited about. You know what I mean? Like I want to be able to review as much stuff as I can. Now, I don't expect every single live I'm going to have a sneaker to review. And I think that's very unrealistic. I want to be able to go live and share my thoughts on specific drops, specific contests. You know, similar to similar to what you guys are doing in the building. You know, anybody who's in the chat also doing live streaming, I look up to you guys. You know, now I don't want you guys to feel like any of us are ripping each other off in terms of like, oh, you're doing this specific content, I'm going to do that too. For me, if I like something and I believe it hasn't really been reviewed much, or like my opinion hasn't been voiced on that thing, let's say sometimes you're gonna have some people go online, they're gonna cover a specific product, and they're just gonna hate on it. They're gonna be like, I hate this thing, and maybe I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be like, I love that thing, I think it's awesome, and I wanna cover it, right? So at the end of the day, it really comes down to like, hey, if you like it, rock it, right? But shout out to everybody in the building. Meow Meow says, Zero or Costin board or Birdhouse. Hey, those are some of the heavy-hitting brands, man, for sure. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Again, I wanted to double check here and see Ladybug Phantom. I want to just see if DLXSF. Let me see, because there's a really nice product page on it. Yeah, found it. Okay. Hang tight. I'm going to populate on the screen now. So this was the ad for the Ladybug Phantom. Now the Ladybug Phantom was released. Well, I just got this like 2 days ago, but these released I believe, on Saturday. The majority of shops released them on Saturday. Most shops did either first come, first serve. So if you weren't there, sorry, because they're doing pretty well on the resale market. And then a majority of shops only received two pieces. So yeah, I saw this and I was like, I want the green one. I think the green is just such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. So I wanted to definitely touch on that. I thought I'd just do a two-in-one review today for you guys. So the New Balances and then touch on that board because, I mean, who isn't a big fan of Mark Gonzalez? Mark Gonzalez is a huge advocate for Supreme, and he's just, to be able to make a livelihood on skateboarding and art is the dream. I see Mark Gonzalez as this big kid. He's just a big kid in New York City. He gets to just live his life and do whatever he wants. And to me, that's living the dream. There's very, very few people that can live the dream to completely throw themselves into what they love and just do it full time. So shout out to the Gons because he's an amazing inspiration to I think a lot of us who are in a streetwear, who are into skateboarding, who are just into a lot of like the fun stuff that lights us up. So yeah, those look so comfortable. Yeah, man, these shoes are super, super, super comfy, and yeah, I'm just hyped to be able to review them. I mean, it would have been nice to show you guys both pairs, but I was like, you know what? I don't want to spend too much money. I just want to be able to have these in my hand, show you guys like the initial like crack pattern of them. But I wasn't actually sharing my screen, so let me go ahead and go back to the Ladybug Phantom. So this is on Deluxe. So you guys can actually just take a look at the Deluxe site. If you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put this into the chat if you guys want to go ahead and take a look at that. So they dropped 500 of these, and then that's why they're going for pretty good money on the resale market because they were limited. They sold out in most places. Now, some of the shops did sell out already. I mean, most of the shops did sell out because it was a first come first serve, but then some did also a raffle. So, interesting. I thought there would be a little bit more here to work with. Is that it? Yeah, it just says limited edition 500 in shape. The shape is a famous shape by Mark Gonzalez. Okay, there we go. Design is shaped by Mark Gonzalez. I mean, like if you look at these measurements, it's kind of crazy. 11 times 36.8. But I mean, considering it's such a crazy skateboard, I definitely plan on doing a crazy grip tape job as well. And then I'm still gonna figure out like what kind of wheels I'm gonna be putting on this. But this is definitely. Everybody has a skateboard. It's nice to have a board that looks completely different than everybody else's skateboard. So, yeah, this is fire. This is freaking awesome. Super excited about this. And every single board they released they all came with a different pattern. So you don't know what plies you're gonna get. I was able to get the green one because I was like, you know what, I didn't see many of the green ones on eBay, so I'm kind of happy that I have one that looks different than everybody else's. I know they had a lot with yellow bottoms, purple bottoms. But yeah, this is super sick. So shout out to Gons, shout out to Crooked for doing this. I know I did do a Vans review of some crooked half cabs not too long ago. You guys can take a look at that on my YouTube channel. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I pretty much produce weekly and consistent videos, as you guys know. And then I typically have been going live more consistently because I do want to cover stuff that I think matters. That people would actually care about. So yeah. With that being said, it's a pretty short stream today. We're already at the 35-minute mark. But again, I'm here to answer any questions that you guys might have around, these, alongside the Ladybug Phantoms that did release because those freaking flew. It was definitely a very successful release for Mark. And so shout out to Crooked. But yeah. I guess transitioning the conversation for the remainder of however long I'm going to be on. Again, I don't know. I might be online. I might be on live for the remainder of the hour. Also having some coffee just to kind of keep myself awake on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday. So I don't know what everybody else is up to for the rest of the day, but I hope you guys are having a great Sunday, spending time with family, friends, reminding yourself to be present and enjoying yourself. I think at the end of the day, that's like one of the most important things that we can do is to enjoy the time that we actually have off work, right? So if you're not working today, just get some R&R, right? Yeah. So with that being said, we're just going to transition into sneakers because I know this week is probably going to be a little bit of a crazy week, mainly because we have the Louis Vuittons and Jackie Robinsons dropping on Tuesday. So it's going to be a pretty big day. I don't have any specific updates on when the Louis Vuittons are going to be dropping, but I think it's one of those situations where you just got to be kind of tuned in on the hour if you are going for those sneakers, because those are going to fly. Everybody wants to go for the Louis. I think the Louis are definitely on the top of the list, because here's the thing. If you miss out on any other sneaker this week, if you just hit that one Louis Vuitton sneaker, it doesn't matter what anything else is reselling for. You're going to be able to buy them with the money you're going to make from the Louis Vuitton drop for sure. So I know a lot of people are anticipating that, but considering the fact we're on the sneakers app right now, they got these dropping. I'm not really a fan of that. Don't really know what's going on with that. And then these are dropping pretty soon too. But I know there's not that much hype considering the fact, like from afar, I thought this check mark was snakeskin, but it's not. So it's kind of like a felt. It's almost like a little teddy bear or something like that, like just something soft, you know. And I was just like, I don't know. I really wish they didn't do that. I wish it was something different, but overall, I do like the colors that they're doing with this. It seems like it's going to be really good quality, but I think they kind of ruin it with the check mark. If they just changed the check mark to something different, I think like I would have been a much bigger fan of it. And then these are dropping. These have to be talked about. So I'm gonna populate that into another page. What else we got? What else is worth talking about? I'm trying to understand what this whole thing means. It says Air Force One low retro color of the month. I mean, isn't that just a regular Air Force One? Like, can anybody kind of give me some insight on that? Because I'm kind of confused on like what this color of the month means. I'm just assuming it's just a white one. You know, it's their most popular color, which is just a white one. But yeah, obviously everybody's excited about this. But I just want to touch on this real quick. So for these ones specifically, the Desert Elephant, I like these. I think these are clean. I think these are definitely going to sell out. I'm looking at the sneaker, and it looks like really top-grade materials. I'm a huge fan of the orange bottom. This over here, I think these are sick. I think they look really good, and I'm going to probably try for this as well. I know I'm like thinking right now, okay, I already have 3 threes in my collection. Like, do I really need any more? If I had to choose between this, and I know that they're going to be releasing a Jordan 3 with a red bottom. Yeah, Jordan 3. I'm double checking. To release 2022. Let me double check. Yep, found them. Okay, it's the Fire Reds. Sorry. So this is also releasing. I believe in September. Okay, September. Sorry. This is a must-have. 100%. I absolutely need this. I'm looking at any of the other red ones or maroon ones that came out. I believe I reviewed the Cardinal. I ended up getting in my size, and then I just sold it because, I mean, I'm looking at this, and I'm like, I'd much prefer something solid. Let me just X out of these advertisements. But yeah, between this and this, you know, I think it's clearly a no-brainer that this is definitely the move. But I do see a lot of people obviously going for this one as well. Yeah, I don't know. You guys tell me, but I find this pretty interesting. They had this like interesting pattern on the insole with an elephant. It looks like a running. Is that a running man? And then some dude with a ball. Okay. These are clean. This is going to sell out for sure. I mean, look at this. Look at the tumbled leather on that. It's amazing. Yeah, it's clean. Super clean. But I think this is definitely like the eyes on the prize for this. Like this is an absolute must-have for sure. It's too clean. If I could double up on this, I would. It's super clean. It's just, you know, like I would actually swap out probably one of my threes, because right now I got the pine greens, I got the Neapolitans, and then I have the muslins. I'd probably trade the muslins for this if I'm just going to keep three in my collection. But that's just me being fully transparent with you guys. But yeah, hey, with that being said, that's pretty much it for the stream today. I didn't really plan on being live for too long. I just wanted to touch on, you know, I wanted to touch on these because I think these are freaking awesome. And then I wanted to show you guys that crooked board because I think it is absolutely crazy. Just the shape, like it's like this. It's super weird. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a lovely Sunday. And I'm probably going to go out and enjoy the remainder of the sunlight while I can. But yeah, I'm excited for this week. I think it's going to be a jam-packed week. Everybody just, honestly, best of luck for anything you guys are going for this week. This week is not going to be easy. I think it's very important that, you just stay tuned on the sites you're trying to hit on. So whether it's Louis Vuitton, just make sure on that specific day, just be on, have everything set up. Make sure you have your account ready to go. All your information ready. I think there's a chance. I don't know how botted the site is going to be. I don't think Louis Vuitton has bot protection. But hey, at the end of the day, we don't really know, but it is worth a shot. It's a lot of money that you'd be spending, but it's also a lot of money you would be making if you hit these sneakers, okay? And then anybody on Tuesday as well, anybody going for the Jackie Robinson's, best of luck. Again, I think in my last video, I did touch on a couple tricks and tips that you could do for the Jackie Robinson. So take a look at that video if you haven't already. There's a couple things I would change on Snkrs app just to help you guys have a higher chance of hitting, okay? And it has to do with making some changes on your profile settings. I know there's a bunch of videos online, but I wanted to condense it all in that video, so feel free to take a look at that as well. And then, yeah, I know there's more stuff coming, but again, let's focus on the fact that the off-whites haven't dropped yet. So again, just be ready for that. I know a lot of people are kind of a little over it by now, because it's like the Louis Vuittons over the Green Sparks. That everybody's just like, again, it's such a crazy month. But best of luck to anybody going for anything. And that's pretty much it for the live. So I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your Sunday. I'll see you guys in my next live. But I just wanted to jump into. I wanted to feature some of the stuff that I picked up, and I look forward to catching you all in I guess on my next live. All right. With that being said, have a lovely rest of your day, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, peace.